Is it worth purchasing triple or quad A grade cork for your custom rod or handle builds? If you think so, you may want to consider watching this video all the way through. Hi guys, this is John with ReelBlue Custom Rods, and today I wanted to let you in on a fishing industry secret that is designed to get you to spend more money for your cork handles. That's right, more money for a higher quality cork, but does that quality even really exist? Things like AAA, quad A. A couple years ago, I partnered up with Scott Whitmore from Piscari Cork for a video on handle materials and wanted to go back and recap on the grades of cork and some other types that you might want to consider for your use during your next custom build. But before I hand it over to Scott, let me know down in the comments block what you think of this video so far, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And while you're at it, smash the like button. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Scott Whitmore from Piscari Cork to talk about grades of cork, cork derivatives, like what you see here in this custom handle, this agglomerated handle, and the standard cork handle, and talk a little bit more about agglomerated cork.
Okay, when we're talking about natural cork, there's really only 4, maybe 5 actual grades of cork. In terms of the cork industry, they only grade on 5 tiers. Starts at B, then A, then super, then floor. Some producers may use a grade in between super and floor called extra. Anything outside of that is an invention of the fishing industry, really. You might have heard some vernacular like double or triple or quad A. These are just fishing rod retailer and fishing rod manufacturers' methods of trying to plus up the grade of their cork. But if you're talking to anybody in the cork industry, there's really only those 4, maybe 5 categories. Everything else is pretty much just snake oil. Here are a couple of other examples of neat cork derivatives. This is a rubber cork. All of these are made from a recycled or a waste product from cork, and it's a ground up material and recycled to make these cool accent or trim pieces. This is a high density rubber cork that you see a lot in butt caps. This stuff is super tough. It can take a beating. That's why a lot of folks put it at the bottom of the rod so they can stand their rod up for storage or setting it aside in the boat without worried about the bottom of their rod falling apart. You see this a lot in accent pieces. These are burnt, mixed burnt or burl derivatives. You've got colored burl. I've seen, some referred to as cactus or wave. And a lot of times this stuff is nice because it's still really lightweight. It's not as heavy as the rubber cork, but it adds color and dimension to your cork grip. These are typically made with large pieces of recycled cork. What we have here is what we call agglomerated cork. Some folks may have heard it referred to as fine burl cork. And it's made from smaller grains of cork. In the cork industry, they consider this a higher grade of agglomerated cork because of the size of the grain in the material. Agglomerated cork is one of our favorite materials to work with. It's made from all natural cork, ground up in really fine bits between 0.5 and 2 millimeter pieces, and then it's heat pressed together with a polyurethane glue. What we like about agglomerated cork is all of the things that you like about your natural cork grip. It's water repellent, it's resilient, it's extremely durable, it's a tough and lightweight material. So it's all the things that you love about your cork grip, but it excels in all the areas where natural cork falls short. So when we were talking earlier about how natural cork has inclusions, the beauty of agglomerated cork is there's no pits, no cracks, which a lot of manufacturers will fill with a fill material. This is not going to fall out. It's going to stay a nice, clean, consistent aesthetic, cast after cast.
So to recap, we talked about the different types of cork like we see here on this custom handle here. We talked about the high density rubber cork at the end, the top, and in the middle, the trim bands, the decorative trim bands with the agglomerated cork and the broil cork. We also talked about, Scott went in and talked pretty intense on the agglomerated cork that you see here in the middle and why it's such a great choice and a handle material that a lot of people are really moving towards and kind of away from the traditional cork handle, unless they really are looking for that traditional cork, look on the rod that they're building. Also, going back to the grades of cork, the 4 to 5 different types of grades of cork. So that's something, that a lot of people that's something that a lot of people do not realize. It's something that I did not realize a couple of years ago. And to be quite frank, I really don't buy AAA or Quad A cork anymore. I just usually stick with an A grade cork. Again, a different way to a fishing industry's way, not a cork industry, but a fishing industry's way of basically, trying to say it's more of a premium type cork and to charge you extra. So, you really don't need a AAA or a Quad A grade cork handle to have a great handle, and a handle that will stand up to the elements, the weather, and the elements from fishing, like scales, slime and stuff like that. So just again, something to think about. Also, if you found this information in the video useful, go ahead and hit the like button and leave a comment below down on the bottom, letting me know what you thought was most important to you. And also, feel free to share the video with someone you think that would find the content in this video useful. If you know somebody else that's building rods or is into building custom handles, maybe they didn't know about the true 4 to 5 grades of cork. What we were talking about with the AAA Quad A not existing. So if you feel like you want to share it with them, I would greatly appreciate it, and share it with them and see if it's something they might enjoy. And lastly, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about cork and other handle materials, go ahead and watch this full-length video here where myself and Scott Whitmore talk about different types of cork materials, other types of handle materials, and the purpose behind each of them and what the application they should be selected for. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, tight lines.